What is going on, everyone? Welcome to You Nerd It Here First, the only podcast you need for all your nerd news, nerd reviews, and more. So we've got episode 2, star-studded lineup for you guys. We've got a new segment, which if you're a fan of movie talks, we've got some nerd news where I'm going to put someone on the spot and they're going to have to do the intro. And just so you guys know, the rules of the game is I'm interested, not interested, or I'm super excited. Yep. Changing
We're
it
not going to
up.
start with a quick little, hi, I'm Lawson.
Yeah,
Hi,
I'm getting there. Stop.
Oh, I thought you were going to get straight into
No,
that, the way
no,
you telling
no,
us the
no.
rules already.
I just focused. I've got the spicy cough, so I'm a little bit all over the place. So
Nice.
it's more than usual. So just be prepared for that. I'm trying to bring extra energy off stream. I showed him a Twitch streamer that I really like, and Laws hates it. So I'm going to try and raise my energy to that level just to really
Don't you dare.
put him awkwardly on the spot. Then we've got Nintendo Direct, which is very current. Lawson's probably our biggest Nintendo fan here, and the rest of us. Oh, all right. I feel like Damo and Lawson are about to fight it out.
I wouldn't. No, I would agree, but I wouldn't say that I'm not.
I didn't say you weren't. I said the biggest one. I didn't say we can go on a scale rating if you really want. What do you want?
List all the games we played from Nintendo, top to bottom, go.
Go, Damo.
No, Jesus Christ, I'm joking.
All right. Then we've got a fave book, which is Jimmy's favorite book ever. It's
Jimmy recommends. That's the segment.
Jimmy recommends. I like it. That's a cool segment. Then we've got the new D&D trailer, which is Honor Among Thieves. Lawson's going to give us a rundown of the history of D&D and why he loves it so much. And
I'm so not.
Yeah, you still are. And then we've got AI voice, where Damo is going to be the AI and give us bad lip reading. So that's
sure.
Yes.
That's a fun segment.
Anyone that saw the video, yeah.
If you're watching the video, that makes you get it, you understand it. It's a foreshadowing joke.
Okay.
All right, whatever. All right, so without further ado, Damo, give us the intro, please.
What do you mean by intro?
You gotta give us. It's like a game
song,
show.
Okay. Yeah, nerd news.
Yeah, that's pretty...
After 26th episode of movie news, that's already better than any of mine.
Yeah, that's because I've watched all of them though.
Yeah, that's true. Have any of you guys played Animal Shelter Simulator?
No.
Well,
what?
No.
it's
Animal Shelter?
Yeah, Animal
Simulator.
Simulator. Well, it's got patch notes now, so patch 1.29 is out. Just letting you know.
Oh my god! Awesome.
What is this game?
Animal Shelter.
It's on Steam, supposedly.
Yeah.
It's an Animal Shelter
Simulator.
So
what? You just sit in a cage and be sad, or
you're
you don't not the animal. You manage the shelter.
It's a simulator. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So you're sitting there like
Animal Shelter from the animal's perspective. It's just a prison.
It has 1,500 reviews, averaging very positive on Steam.
Okay.
Well,
it is. It's $30.
Wow. Okay.
Oh Jesus.
All right.
And there's new patch notes, I hear.
There is. They're out now. Update.
Fuck me dead.
Also, have you guys seen the show You? Which is I
watched the first season.
Yeah, I've seen the first season as well. But Penn Badgagley asked for no intimate scenes in season 4. That's how he says his name.
Oh my god.
Is it not?
It's amazing news. Animal Shelter Simulator and Penn Bagley.
Bagley.
That's how his name's spelled. Yeah, he doesn't
want...
whatever.
Oh my god.
He wants no intimate scenes in season 4. So
cool.
I don't know how intimate he got in seasons 1 to 3, but
didn't season 4 come out already?
Yeah, he wants no more. No more in season 4. I don't know how he does it, going back in time or whatnot.
What does he mean? Yeah, right. I'm gonna say, does he mean? I don't even care.
Well, that came out on the 11th, so whatever. I don't know how he's going to get it.
How is that nerd news?
Oh fuck!
Because I'm on. It's part of the nerd. I'm literally on.
It's on the
nerd.
first website I clicked on. It's one of the headings, so
No,
therefore I was reading it out.
No, the website is called the Nerd Stash, and I'm in the category called news. So you guys can just
My
calm
point
down.
exactly.
Whatever. I went to a number of ones.
Okay.
CS:GO refreshes its all-time player record.
Wow,
Mm.
they're still going strong.
I don't really know what that means. So
You know what CS:GO is, obviously.
I know what CS:GO is, but I don't understand what its all-time player record is. Is it like it's got?
You know, in the old
voice thing
arcade
up?
machines, when they unplug the machine in that night
Or-
and it would reset the high scores. It's like
That's
that.
it. That's
Sure.
what they did.
That's
Okay.
definitely
Yeah.
what it is.
So they unplug the server?
Is
or
it not?
like,
They've reset the high scores, right? They just reset in the
No.
rankings, so everyone has to start again. Is that not
No,
what
I think
that means?
it just means that it's had a resurgence in players. And
Yeah.
they've
Oh,
set
I
a-
must have
set a-
mislistened then.
Isn't Valorant kind of like CS:GO?
They said the word
but with
reset. The new.
abilities?
Oh my god, what do I hear?
Refreshes.
Refreshes, yeah, refresh is like refreshing the page. It starts again. Is that not what it means?
Well, that's what I
what I thought.
That's why I asked for clarification.
I don't know. I didn't click on the
CS:GO
link.
stream? Question mark.
CS:GO.
Oh my god, we
Oh
get
my
trashed.
god.
I mean, we
I
could.
played CS:GO in
It'd be fun as.
fucking, like 15 years. I
Yeah,
swear.
it'd be great.
I've never played it.
Really?
Yep. Never.
Wow.
And have you any
Actually, I've
of you
never played
guys
I
no?
was playing Source back then.
yeah.
Jesus.
Anyone a Stone Shard fan? Because there's
Oh,
patch
yeah,
notes
I
for
love
that
that
as well. That's good. Little Gator also
don't
got
even-
a update, patch notes.
Stone Shard's a survival game. Oh, looks oh, okay, cute.
And The Flash is new trailer is to be released on Super Bowl Sunday. Interesting, considering The Flash's current history and old mate like legged it and was up for mad crimes.
What's his name again?
Mad Crimes.
It was mad crimes. I can't remember
What's his name again?
Pen Bagagli.
That's not him.
Oh, is it not?
No.
Is he still the Flash?
Well, I'm not sure
Is
if
it
they
the same
reshot
actor?
it. Is it Egg? Oh, I can't remember his name. Yeah, but they're going to show the trailer. I thought they cancelled the project. Guess they didn't. So yeah, we'll see. Dead by Daylight just released a new video teasing its new killer because we were so good at that game.
We were awful at that game.
Talk us up. Don't undersell it. People get around it.
Does it
Say
say
it
what the
once.
new killer is?
Oh, I'm so excited!
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't wait.
Does it say who it is?
Yeah.
I'm unsure if you know how this game works.
I'm just concerned
read
about
the head-
how old this news is.
This was look, it was posted on February 10th, 2023.
All right. Okay.
All right. So how this game works is I read the headline and I make some of the
That's
details
all.
up as we go. And I rely on you guys to bring the rest of it.
We move on whenever he feels like it, not after a certain number of news.
Yeah. Oh god.
Also, this one I found interesting. I read the little bio, but MILF Manor episode 3 makes people vomit.
MILF Manor.
Yeah.
What's
So-
What the fuck is that? A porn?
So I'm just gonna read the little bit. I'm not going into the article, but MILF Manor episode 3 makes people vomit. Quick rundown for folks new to the show: hungry, horny old ladies go to Mexico to sleep with young men. And then in the show's first twist, the men.
Why are we discussing this?
Why? No. Why?
The men are their sons. It's what the article says, and it's on Nerd News. So I don't know, but whatever.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah, and
Oh, I'm so excited.
yeah.
What do I have to say? I'm not interested in any of the news.
Yeah, right. We've done this once.
Yep. And the last one is the new Fast and the Furious 10 trailer is out. Jason Momoa debuts as a new villain. So
Okay.
Fast and Furious 10.
I know. I can't believe.
Jesus.
I was watching American Dad the other day, and they made it. I think it was American Dad. They made a joke where they're like, "Oh, the new Fast and the Furious 8." Like they were laughing at the fact that, haha, there's going to be an 8. We've
Yeah,
passed
right.
that now.
Yeah, we're full into it now. So
Yep.
that's
It's
exciting.
ridiculous.
Yeah, but I'm glad. Hope everyone enjoyed that game because we'd like to bring you the.
Nerd news.
Oh, you almost did movie news.
I know.
Mm. All right, so obviously Nintendo Direct came out. I forgot to tell you guys I changed my topic, and this is what we're doing. I'm just going to read you the games, and you guys are going to fill me in with more details because I haven't played the majority of these games. But
Neither have we.
Well,
The new
We're
games.
just about to get a list of games we're getting patch notes.
yeah, but these are all the new ones, and you can give me backstory if you're excited for them or not.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
maybe
Go through the list.
So there is obviously a new Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. So
Yes.
have you guys seen any of the gameplay, whatnot? So
Yeah, I watched this whole Nintendo Direct.
okay.
So yeah.
Are you super excited for that? Do you think it's going to live
Looks
up?
great.
to
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, Breath of
Yeah.
the Wild was meant to be really good too, wasn't it?
It was incredible.
How have you not played it, bro?
Well, because
He played like
I played a
an
little
hour of it.
bit. Yeah.
How?
I don't know.
But
Also-
JMO, what is the best part of Breath of the Wild? Two things: exploration
Yes.
and anything you think of you can do.
yes, absolutely.
That's not how
Unlike
Ryan plays
the-
games.
No, it's not, is it?
I
It's
like
not direct enough.
I like waypoints, but I also bought this
No.
to play.
Oh yeah,
Oh
pretty
god,
fun.
Skyward Sword.
Yeah,
Mhm.
HD.
I
It's
think
better
that's
on
the-
Switch than fucking Wii. I hated the motion controls.
Yeah, apparently you can turn them off. I was looking at a
Yeah.
I
review.
didn't get into Skyward Sword.
No,
It's the only one I never.
fair.
It's the only main entry I haven't played.
it's meant to be the start of the story, though, isn't it? That's what they say.
Oh, like of the extended
if you
timeline
look
type
at like
thing.
that
Yeah.
stuff doesn't matter.
Does it
no,
not?
not at all.
Is
Because
it
Link's like,
Timeless?
Link's like not the same Link across all the universes anyway.
There's like
Which
three.
different
Which
games.
everyone's favorite Zelda.
I was about to say it was everyone's favorite.
Look, I can't chime in on this one. So that's
Ocarina
your
for
three.
nostalgia reasons. Ocarina's the game I played the most, and it's the first game
Yeah.
everyone played together. Like it's
Yeah.
But I loved, pardon me, I loved Twilight Princess.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know that's
Disgust in your eyes then.
obscure,
Oh.
but I really
Yeah.
enjoyed that game.
Is that the one with the wolf on the cover?
Yep.
I never played it. but I saw the
Yeah.
wolf on the cover. Is he a werewolf?
Nah.
Yeah.
No.
Is he?
That's the
Yeah.
story.
What about Wind Waker?
Wind Waker is mine.
Oh,
Fair.
Easy.
Yeah.
love
shit.
Wind Waker.
Yeah, loved the art style. Loved all that. Loved the open world map and with the ocean
Yep.
and the tiles and
Yep.
Absolutely.
big win.
Again,
I
just
also
so
really like
chill
the
as
ones
well.
I played a couple on the DS that were fun.
Mhm.
Not the train one, the one before that. I can't even remember
Spirit
what it
Tracks.
was.
Spirit Tracks isn't terrible.
It's not terrible. I just like the other one better.
Minish Cap.
No, it was a.
Well, that's
I
all Game Boy
don't love
Advance.
those ones.
I reckon there was a
I
boat
love
in it again, but
Majora's Mask as well.
Trying what?
all I remember
Phantom
was
Hourglass, like those games you want to
yeah, Phantom Hourglass. I reckon. All
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember was there was every now and then you had to keep going back to this one place, and you had to draw the Triforce on like the bottom screen of the DS to open the door, and it
Mhm.
just never registered that you were drawing the Triforce.
Can't register 3 triangles. Yeah, it's the DS.
Okay.
And if you smash I remember my first DS, my screen was so scratched as shit because I was playing like party games, Guitar Hero on the DS, like so many like
WarioWare?
strumming games. Yeah.
I mean, all those party games that came out with the Mario 64 DS,
Uh-huh.
like all
Yeah,
of those
dude.
were like,
Oh my god.
That was so
Screen
good.
scratches.
Yeah.
The
That's what
multiplayer,
sold
local
me on-
mode.
on the game.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely
Mm.
insane. I have a good memory of sitting in we're flying somewhere in Australia, and it was like early DS days, and probably 50% of the kids on the plane had a DS, and
yes.
we're all like, I'm thinking back, I'm not sure if we're allowed to use PictoChat and stuff. We're all in like PictoChat, and we're all playing because everyone had 64 Mario then. It was like the game to have. Man, good times. I have a lot of good memories.
amazing.
Of the DS. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
But
missed
anyway,
out on that
yes,
one.
New Zelda
But, yeah.
looks incredible. I really like how it looks like the same game, like it looks like a direct sequel. It They're not adding too many new ridiculous features, and we're going to the skies. It looks a little bit like Skyward Sword in a way now that you bring that up.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm pretty
Cool.
excited.
All right. The original Metroid Prime game is getting a
Fuck yeah.
remaster.
Not the original.
Okay.
Says the original Metroid Prime game is being remastered for the Switch.
Yeah, I never played it, but everyone goes on about it being one of the
Yeah,
best. One of the best.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I've seen bits of it. I'd go around a mate's place that would play it, and he loved the Prime games.
Okay.
But yeah,
Gonna have to get around it, I reckon. At least give it a try. If
Yeah,
everyone
I
talks
might,
about it.
for sure.
Then we've got.
I never had it, but yeah, good.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Okay. Is it Pikmin or Pikmin?
Pikmin 4.
Pikmin.
Woo!
Pikmin 4.
Yeah.
I remember this came out with GameCube, didn't it? I remember seeing it and it looked interesting. Never played it. Is it worth getting around, or is it kind
It's
of
really fun.
I don't think you'll like it.
No?
It's
No.
I
it's
was
a
gonna
puzzle
say,
game.
don't
It
think it's
won't.
your game.
All right.
No.
But
Again,
you
anything
guys,
chilled, relaxed,
Yeah,
good times.
Okay.
it's a
Not
cute
for
little
you.
vibey puzzle game. No,
Oh,
no
mate.
action.
All right. You desold it
You've
with the puzzles.
unsold you.
Desold.
I love it. I was
Okay.
to say, when I was a kid and Pikmin first came out, I got it on GameCube, and I remember being like, "Yeah, this looks cool." And then all the little puzzles, and I was like, "Oh, that's not what I wanted." But then I still fell in love with it. I had so much fun.
It's because you're a
I
puzzle
love the
guy.
art style.
Yeah,
Yeah. Is
But
it?
where's Captain Olimar? It's now a guy called Colin. We've gone from Captain Olimar
Colin.
to Colin.
Just generic as.
Yeah,
Does he have the spacesuit? He had like a helmet.
yeah, he's still in a
or something.
spacesuit, but he's got
Okay.
like brown hair or something. He looks
it was
like
big.
I'm noticing at this Nintendo Direct, a lot of games just look like Animal Crossing.
Mm,
Well, that's pretty successful, though, isn't it?
right.
Animal Crossing.
It's
Absolutely.
successful,
It's
but I'm
like
just noticing
huge.
how.
One of the biggest.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is that
Maybe
a
they
farm
cash in.
simulator?
no.
I've never played it.
It's like a.
I mean, that's a fair guess, I guess.
I mean, yeah, it's a village
yeah,
Sim.
person simulator.
yeah.
Everyone's an animal?
Yes.
You're not.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
No.
I've been described as an animal before,
Not
so
everyone's animal,
It's
I guess.
it's a debt paying simulator, really.
a debt
Yes.
paying. Yeah, right.
And a
Yeah, get
and a
those
collect
house
everything
loans.
sim.
I feel like I'm already living that. I don't need to play it.
Exactly. But Animal Crossing
Has been
blew up over COVID. Like
COVID, yeah.
everyone had Animal Crossing because it was the perfect game for being stuck during the lockdowns, and that's exactly what it came out. And I know so many people that didn't play the Switch or weren't gamers who got real deep into Animal Crossing. So I can imagine why they might be trying to recreate some of that art style to cash in on all those people.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
understand.
Cool. Xenoblade 3 season pass. Further details. Have any of you guys played the Xenoblades? Apparently they're
It's
pretty good.
been on my list to play. I've
Never played
quite
it.
a few different streamers and stuff that I watch rate it so highly. But
I've got a student
What
that's
Shulk's
obsessed
from?
and always tells me the story and stuff. Yeah, that's what Shulk's from. Yep.
yeah, apparently the story is
It
amazing.
sounds really cool.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
Now that it's so big, it feels kind of like One Piece. Like if I start it, I'm gonna be committed for years.
Okay.
Yeah.
I bought the first game. I just haven't played it. So I guess we'll see.
I reckon because the new Xenoblade DLC doesn't come out until New Year's Eve,
Right.
and then I reckon after that they'll probably release a like master collection because Xenoblade X is only on the Wii U, and that was also their like worst selling console. So a lot of people are crying out for Xenoblade X re-release on Switch.
The Wii U.
Right, I love the Wii U.
Oh my god! I
There are
remember,
reasons it
like,
failed though.
yeah, I was working at EB Games when it came out, and the amount of people that thought it was just like an extension of the Wii,
Yep.
like an add-on. Like,
Terrible
oh,
branding.
yeah, trying to sell them. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
the stupidest name ever.
Mm-hmm.
And it had the
Even
best
when I
name. What was the
mentioned-
name? It was like the Wii Revolution or something.
Yeah, and then they'll
Their
worry about
the code
360
name.
overlap. Yeah, it was.
Okay. Right.
Because they're like,
You-
oh, but a revolution is a circle, and that's 360. Everyone was like, oh, they're just naming after 360.
So they
Uh,
turned
so they made
36 degrees and walked away.
Mm,
Yeah.
nice. Would you say that had the worse naming than the debacle that the Xbox had with the
I was going to say,
Xbox
like,
One?
Xbox One is an
So
awful
stupid.
name.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is. Now
Um,
you're going to say original
confused a lot of
Xbox.
customers as well.
like because it was going to be, like everyone talked about the 720 because it was going to be the 360.
Uh-huh.
If you watch
I
Real
should have
Steel,
done it.
Real
Real
Steel,
Steel.
the Hugh Jackman robot
Yeah,
boxing
yeah.
film, which I love that film.
Oh, yeah.
In the at the end, like in the main arena, there are Xbox 720 like banners around the
Amazing.
because it's
Right.
meant to be set, and it's like we went with Xbox One, and
We
then
could have got Xbox 1080.
and isn't the new one is then they did the Xbox One X, which was like the PS4 Pro,
Yep.
Yeah.
and then it was the Xbox Series
Yeah.
X is
Series
the next
X
one.
and
It's like,
Series S.
And then
but are you
like
just
so dumb.
trying to confuse people?
Yeah, they
Yep.
did. People got burnt with buying like the Xbox X and thinking they got the new one, and they were ordering it in for Christmas, and like so
Yeah.
many headlines were about it because they're
Yeah.
like, "This is
you know,
such a
if
good
we're
deal."
confused as nerds, what are
Totally.
the Christmas
For a
mums?
layperson.
You know?
Yeah.
PlayStation's where it's at.
Yeah.
Mm.
1, 2, 3,
1, 2,
4,
3, 4,
5.
five.
Couple
Yeah.
of pros in there, couple of slims in there. We're good.
It's simple.
Yeah, just keep it. But I reckon, Lewis, you'd be a secret fan of this one in terms of the Dance Dance Revolutions.
Somebody amigo.
Yeah.
I totally am.
Yes, I knew it.
Oh,
I called it
It
too.
looks sick.
So, what is it called? Sampa di
Samba
No,
di
have a go.
Amigo.
No. Let him have
Oh,
a go.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Samba di Mamigo. The game was
Sure.
announced. Yep. It looks like a dancing 3D cell shaded monkey.
It's a maraca rhythm game.
Oh my god, that's
The first one was on the
Ooh.
Wii, and they had these maraca attachments. And you're like,
Ooh.
it's fun, real fun.
I love those games. I've always
Yeah.
loved those rhythm games.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
Do you
I
have
have to get it.
Do you have the dance one? Is it dance? Just dancing? Dance?
Yeah,
dance?
yeah.
I don't know.
I had that
I'm
on
just-
like
Just
Connect and
Dance.
stuff. Just Dance, yeah.
yeah, I was just throwing
I don't have
dance
the one
words out.
on Switch.
Yeah.
So I'm not dancing games. I'm not a big fan of, but like Beat Saber, Guitar Hero, Somebody Amigo, yeah, that sort of shit gets me going.
Right. Well, I reckon Damo's going to be a fan of this one. But this one
Ooh.
is the Fashion Dreamer, a sci-fi influencer simulator.
You were talking
Please.
to us about it, right?
Yeah.
You were.
I did bring it up.
Please describe to everybody what this game is.
I just thought it was. I couldn't believe it. I was just looking at the trailer, and it's like the idea is to influence people. So it looked very much like the new Pokemon games, like the art style.
Art style, yeah,
And
definitely.
you'd like find somebody. You meet someone, and if they're wearing these certain clothes, and you have to try and collect all the clothes, but you have to like them, and then you get the clothes, and then you have to try and influence people to get the clothes, and it's all about
Mhm,
being an influencer and spreading your fashion around.
mhm.
So
Yeah, because
I
you
thought that was
design
so
you
sad.
design your own
Like,
clothes. Like you choose, the top and the bottom and the colors and the accents and the patterns and whatever.
but then you have to go
If I
influence,
played it,
and
I
they
would
use
just-
that terminology of influence and influencing,
Yeah.
and
It's pretty
And you have
gross
to-
in 2023. I
yeah,
thought we were past all that.
yeah,
Nope.
just
Find it
like
hard enough
this
to choose my
clearly,
own top and bottom every day.
Yeah. Ditto.
but it's clearly marketed to like little girls, right? And I just think
Mm.
it's so sad that they're just
Right?
leaning
in
into
on
it,
it.
right? Yeah,
Mm.
cashing in
Yeah.
on it big time.
Gotta go where the money is.
I'm sure it'll sell too.
I don't know.
I mean, maybe not. I don't know.
Okay, we'll see.
I don't. I guess I don't have many. Oh Jesus! I was about to say. I was about to say.
Whoa.
I
Whoa.
don't have many young
Gonna get us
girls in my
cancelled.
life that I can ask.
Well,
But that's
you
not a bad
said-
thing.
You said it now.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know many young girls that I can ask. Like, hey, is this like an interesting game to you? It looks
Yeah,
shit.
right.
Yeah.
It's like absolute crap.
don't
I
know.
remember selling oodles and oodles of those awful games, though. The shovelware
Of
games on the
course.
DS
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
and the
Oh my
Wii.
God, there's
Oh
so
my-
many.
so many.
I know there's a LOL one which looks reasonably similar, and my daughter was asking to get it. In terms of like
Just
the
no care taken in the development of those.
No.
No, it's they're fucking awful games.
Yeah. Just colors
Yeah.
on the screen.
But they're just
Yeah.
marketed right.
Moving on.
Yeah. Well, these ones will be pretty quick fire, I reckon. So there's some gameplay for Castlevania DLC for Dead Cells.
Dead Cells, yeah.
Yeah. A Tron, a narrated adventure game set in the Tron universe was announced.
Who gives a shit about Tron anymore?
No
I
shit.
Can't believe they're still pushing it, but
Uh-huh.
the best game ever, Ghost Tricks, is getting a HD remaster. I don't
Never
even
played
know what
Ghost
that
Trick.
is.
It's a Capcom game,
okay.
looks pretty interesting.
Gameplay was released of Deca Police. Don't know what that was. A RPG from Level 5. Level 5 are pretty solid.
They're great.
They've done some really good RPGs. Lawrence, you'd be excited about this one. Don't know if the rest of you guys have played it, but the Bayonetta prequel got a bit of gameplay. So I know
I'm curious to see. I'm not a big Bayonetta fan, but I have played them.
You used to talk to me about. You used to love the combat. You used all around.
Bayonetta 1 got me hooked hard, and then the rest sort of felt the same, and I got kind of over them.
Okay.
Same with I don't play Devil May Cry and stuff anymore because it's just bombardment.
Devil May Cry is so good.
Yeah,
It's getting old.
I love it.
Yes, I am.
You're like, oh, it's too much on the screen.
Yeah, legit. How do you follow this?
Those
I do
games
play
have a
Overwatch.
high skill cap these days. Like, yeah.
Splatoon 3 expansion pass was announced.
Never played one.
Some footage of Disney's Illumination Island was shown.
Illusion Island is a Mickey Mouse. It looks like a Super Nintendo port.
Okay.
Oh, it's kind of
It
cool.
doesn't look good.
No.
It looks modern.
Like those
like
old
pixels.
Mickey games.
Mickey, Minnie, Donald.
They
It
were
just looks
fun
like
as.
a boring platformer, though.
Who knows? I'm excited about this one, but I don't know how it's going to come in. But the Fire Emblem Engage expansion pass is in, so they're going to release it in waves.
How's that exciting?
Well, you get new heroes, I'm guessing. They're bringing in.
I just hate the trickling out DLC money.
Right.
Yeah.
I hate it.
I was hoping it was going to be free, but probably not.
Guys, Engage is great. I'm still smashing Engage. It's like the best Fire Emblem in a long time for me, anyway. It's so good, and it brings all the nostalgia in a good way. I just hate that DLC model.
Yeah, well, they trickle it out, but
yeah,
we'll see. I feel like it's pretty early. The game only just came out.
That's worse. That means that they've just had it sitting there, and they're like, "Oh, let's take it out, and we'll trickle this out later." That's like they had day one DLC.
Yeah. Day one DLC is just that's shocking.
A joke.
It's like,
sorry,
ridiculous.
But
we've got a brand new game from Don't Nod, which was announced, which is Harmony: The Fall of Revere.
This was interesting.
Okay.
Don't Nod is people who made Life is Strange.
Right.
The
storytelling game.
Yeah, like a what do they call it? What do they call it? Interactive novel, interactive. What do they call it? Whatever, some shit like that. Yeah. Jimmy, you seem positive about this.
Excited about this one?
Don't know anything about it.
Oh, the way you nodded, I was like, "Oh, Jimmy knows this one."
It said
no. Every time someone says "don't know,"
oh right,
just
And Octopath Traveler 2 demo is out.
Ooh, next.
I never played it, but I heard such good things.
It's really good. Really good.
I know it's on Game Pass, so I was gonna download it and give it a
art
try.
Art style. Wow.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, that's amazing.
Sea of Stars has been dated and a demo. Don't know what that is. A Japanese.
Is it a pirate game?
Nope, it's a Japanese RPG.
Yeah.
Omega Strikers is coming to Switch. Don't know what that is.
Thank you.
And I'm excited for this one because I used to love it on Game Boy Advance. But the Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp is finally dated and it's on its way. And that's
Advance Wars was sick.
Yes,
April 21st. That one's coming out.
Love Advance Wars. I suck ass at it, and my brother used to just constantly beat me at it.
Oh, really? That's funny.
Yeah, but it's great game.
Fun.
Yeah,
so much fun.
And Kirby continues to have the deepest lore in the latest trailer for Return to the Dreamland Deluxe.
Nah.
Is there a deep Kirby lore out there?
Yep, there is.
Apparently.
I
I love the. Was it Kirby Dreamland, the Nintendo 64 one?
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
So is
Yeah.
it another one of those?
What's the new one on Switch? What's one on Switch called? I forget. I forget what it's called. But there's one on
Kirby
Switch
and
already.
the Forgotten Land.
Is he
Right.
not wool anymore?
What?
Is he
Was
not
that-
what?
Was that
Is he still
Yoshi
wool?
that was wool, or was that
I
Kirby?
thought Kirby was wool as well.
Oh, was he?
I thought it was Yoshi.
Kirby was wool before Yoshi.
Yoshi was definitely wool. No, yeah, yarn.
Yeah,
Okay.
yarn. That was. No, but there was a Yoshi wool as well. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. Yoshi's woolly.
I guess they just
adventure or
made the
something, and then
textures. They're like, we can
Kirby's
make two games
yarn.
out of these textures.
Kirby's epic yarn.
Yarn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah,
sounds
wool.
like- Okay, cool. The beaten KTOS games are coming to Nintendo Switch in juicy remasters. So cool.
Great.
A brand new Fantasy Life game is coming called Fantasy Life: The Girl Who Steals Time.
Cool.
A new Professor Layton game is also coming.
They're good games. They're good
Are they?
games.
Yeah, they're actually.
Yeah, they're really fun. Yeah,
Okay.
good
Not
puzzle
terrible.
games.
And no, that sounds shocking. The last one, Wave 4 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass includes new tracks, which is based off of Yoshi's Island.
Tracks.
Yeah,
Oh, dear.
cool.
I didn't like Mario Kart 8.
I don't like Mario Kart.
Oh, as if Mario Kart's great.
Ooh, yeah, I don't like racing games at all.
Yeah.
Mario
True.
Kart.
We watched.
Yeah, I don't like them.
What? How do you not like Mario Kart?
I don't like racing games.
Everyone likes Mario Kart.
They obviously don't.
Jay's bad at them, so they're not fun.
I've just never liked racing games.
You might like Mario Kart 8 then, because you can turn on all the
No, he had all
driving
the assists
assist.
on for F1. It didn't make it any better.
No.
Yeah, literally every single one.
You don't like Mario?
he's-
What?
Look, if I don't like racing games, Mario Kart, are you in a car? Are you racing to a finish line?
Yeah, but I don't like racing games. Like I don't like car racing games. But Mario Kart's amazing, and so is like Crash Team Racing and
Yeah.
No.
Diddy Kong
If
Racing.
you grew
and
up with them
No.
playing them, I mean, Ryman grew up PlayStation,
Mhm.
and besides like
Crash Team
Crash
Racing.
Team Nitro Racing, whatever it was.
Did you play
Yeah,
Crash Team
yeah.
Racing?
I played it. I didn't like it.
Yeah, I think if you grew up with that, like imagine the first time playing Mario Kart, not being good at driving games. It'd be
Yeah, everyone loves it.
dead fuck.
Do
I
they?
don't know.
I feel like there's
Yeah.
people who don't.
Well, of this sample size, 25% don't.
Exactly.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Ryman's wrong.
Mm. All right. We'll see.
Mm,
All right.
D&D?
yeah, it was a good
Yeah.
Nintendo Direct.
Yeah,
A
that
few
was
things
pretty
I'm
good.
excited for there.
Yeah, we'll see. And I will get back to you about Zelda games when I ever play them.
Yeah, we should make you like a list of like these are the core like 3 or 4.
Well, I'm starting with Skyward Sword because I have it.
That's I wouldn't even put that in the core 4.
Well,
Yeah,
it
right.
doesn't matter. That's what I'm starting with.
Start with Breath of
Mm.
the Wild.
No, I have this
It's on
one.
the same console, and it's a better one.
Yeah, but I have this one.
He would not be able to do Breath of the Wild.
I don't think you'd
Skyward
get through
Sword.
Breath of the Wild.
Ooh,
Yeah.
put a challenge out. It's
Sure,
done.
there it is.
It's already done. Finished it. 100% of it.
Good thing you named
Wow.
Jay after the in-betweeners character. Done, I
That's-
finished it.
I know that's what I was referencing.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, Jimmy, take us through your favorite book, my friend.
Cool. Okay, so my favorite book that I have read in the last like 4 or 5 years is Red Rising. Red Rising by oh god, I'm gonna get the author wrong. I don't want to do that.
That's awkward.
You know when you've got it in your head?
Yeah.
I feel like we needed a
Yeah, it's by
Jimmy
Pierce
recommends
Brown.
intro.
Give me a Jimmy recommends intro. Go.
Yeah. Go, Jay.
Jimmy, give us a recommendation. There we go.
All right, this week on Jimmy recommends, I'm recommending my favorite book. It's Red Rising. It's the first in a trilogy of novels. It's by Pierce Brown. It was only like released in 2014, so it's not like an old book. It is it's sci-fi. Sci-fi novels are like my thing. I love a good sci-fi novel. If you've got any recommendations, send it my way.
Yeah.
It is a okay, it's similar. It's got very like Hunger Game-esque sort of vibes. I don't know if any of you read Hunger Games or if you just saw the
Smash 'em.
films, because like the films are good, but the books were
Books are great.
incredible. It is so it's set on Mars. We're in a like dystopian sort of futurescape where there's a strong caste system of colors. So like you've got the golds. The golds are in charge of everything.
Sure.
Okay.
You've
Those
got
sorts of colours.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. It's not like a skin color sort of thing.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah. It's like,
I did not go
Colours
down that
and-
route. Far out.
Oh, my brain did.
colors
Separation of
and
colours.
like, and people all have like sigils and anyway, our main character is a red, and the reds are like the grunts that do the work for everybody, and
Like
they've
bottom
been sent to bottom tier.
What's
And
his
they've been
name?
sent to. His name is Darrow.
Darrow. Is he
Darrow.
Australian?
DARROW.
Okay.
And so the Reds have been sent to Mars to mine Mars and mine helium-3, which they're using to terraform the planets.
So it doesn't change
Okay.
their voice.
No.
In the book.
Yeah.
Everyone's just walking around like,
Hey.
oh, I'm gonna mine some more today. Oh, hard work today. Oh.
Speaking of
It's a
Mickey
bit.
Mouse.
It's a bit grittier than things like, I mean, and Hunger Games was gritty as it is, but I think like one of the first lines of the book is the gravity on Mars is less than Earth. So when they hang people, they get the family members to pull the body or pull the legs.
Right.
Wow, all right.
No shit.
Yeah. So so we
Spoilers,
start
by the way.
in the mine. This is
First
first
line.
first
I'm
page.
joking.
We start in the mines in Mars, and we kind of get a feel for that. And there's just it's quite oppressive in the sense they've got the greys that are kind of like it's very jail-esque sort of thing.
Mhm.
We very quickly find out in the first kind of act of the book that Mars has actually been terraformed for quite a long time, and the Reds that are down in the mines have just been told that people are still coming to Mars, so that they still think that they're doing this work that just has to be
Right.
done.
Cool.
And that's kind of the platform from where we go. So it is then about Red
Rising up.
So
Mhm.
there's 3 books in the original trilogy. The first book is most like Hunger Games of all of them. So it is about our character kind of finding his place in the real world, infiltrating into this new system, and going to what they call the Institute, which is where all the top golds are going to kind of it's like it turns out to be this big Hunger Game-esque type thing. And this is pretty much the first book. It is hugely action paced book. Like it's go. There are twists, there are turns. Like it is the most excited I've been, kind of like getting giddy, like because I do audiobooks now, so I'm listening to it. I'm a dad, I'm on the go, I don't have a lot of time to just sit down and read, but I have a fair bit of commute time, or if I'm doing the dishes or hanging out the washing, I just chuck audiobooks on. And this was I'd want to just go and listen to more.
Yeah, it's cool.
And then once you finish that first book, it opens up, it goes so wide and it gets so good that you're just sitting there kind of like ready for the next bit. And the action is so well written. There's plot twists all throughout the thing that you're like, sometimes you can see it coming and you're like, well, I know this is happening. It's just, I'm waiting for it to happen. It's one of those things where it's like you as the reader are kept just in the dark as the character. So it's like, what he knows. Like you don't.
Right.
You
learn as he learns.
Everyone I've recommended this book to has absolutely loved it. I've read it 3 times, or listened to it 3 times in the last 3 or 4 years.
How many books in the series?
So there are 3. I keep saying in the original trilogy. So there are 3 in this first story. There is another
Okay.
trilogy that's still being worked on at the moment that is set a certain amount of time. It's set like 10, 15 years after the events of the first trilogy. So it's the same world, and you get cameos from some of the characters, but it's fantastic. I can't recommend it enough.
You've ticked a lot of my boxes.
Yeah, you
The audiobook. The audiobook is fantastic. The author he knows the book. It's not just a guy reading off the page. He knows where to put in the pauses, and he knows the cadence, and he knows how to pace reading it. I did it on Audible, which obviously is a paid subscription service, but my wife doesn't have Audible. I was really pushing it hard. She uses the library to get her audiobooks.
Okay.
You can get, like, for us at least, you can get the Libby app, which is the library app. You download the app on your phone and you borrow an audiobook like you would any other book. If they have a certain amount of copies, if it's not in, you go on a wait list and then you get it for a certain amount of time. So,
all right, wow, that's interesting.
We sponsored by Libby yet? Are we sponsored by Libby yet?
Sponsored by the Libby, by the library,
by the local library. But yeah, the library, the library app's actually pretty good. It's just you are competing. Sometimes they don't have the full like list of books. Like sometimes they got the first book, but they don't have like the follow-ups, which is kind of annoying at times. But overall,
there should be enough you should be able to at least get I know the first book's on there at least. So even if you're not down to throw some money at Audible and get the audiobook.
How does Audible how does costing work on Audible? Do you pay like a sub fee and get access to everything, or do you have to buy each book individually?
Audible, you pay a sub fee, you get a token. Like I pay for the one a month, so I get 12 books a year. I get a token every month, and I can redeem that for any book on the thing. There are a number of books on there that you can access. They're not they're not anything amazing or new, but you also get they have a free book every month that they put out. Sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's not my sort of thing.
Yeah, right. Okay.
But if you do want at any point, if you're a subscriber and you want more tokens, you can then just buy 3 more tokens for a set price rather than paying the price of the audiobook.
Or you can actually return the books once you've listened to them. But if you return multiple, you do get banned for like a month. Like not banned, but you can't return them. I may have learnt that the hard way a couple of times. So
fair enough.
Yeah, that's your EB Games mentality.
The EB Games, yeah.
Well, I figure I'm not going to listen to them again. I'll return them and I'll keep using the subscription. Like I'm still paying for it, but I want to be able to listen to multiple. So I listen to books at 2 times speed because I can't stand the downtime or the pauses in people speaking. I want the quickness.
Do you listen to like novels?
Yeah, novels.
Do you listen to novels or like motivational books and stuff?
Both at the moment.
And both of them listen to it in double speed. I'm not sure I could take in a story fast.
Oh man,
my brain couldn't process all that.
Oh yeah, no, that's how I operate. I need everything quick. I hate when there's a stop in like talking, or when they like even pause for dramatic effect. No, I need the quick.
But yeah, I did listen to this one again. I listened to it again when I convinced Fox to listen to it, and that was when I realized that listening to it the second time, it's so well written that it's like he gives all the information and he writes it so well that when you listen to it the second time and know what's coming, you just see like, he's been like, it's very subtle. It's been there the whole time.
Love it.
But you just don't even pick up on it. And then it's just it was like I got to enjoy it in such a different way listening to it the second time. And I would say try and get onto the first one at least now, because there's been pretty heavy talks about adaptation to film and TV for a while. So it got someone from Universal took it and they wrote the screenplay, and the author and didn't like it and got it knocked back, and he managed to get all the rights back. So the latest that we've heard, I think at the end of last year, was that it is in talks with one of the streaming services. We just don't know which one yet. So but I'd say get on it now, get on that ground level and experience it before they adapt it and
be hipster later. when
Yeah,
it comes
sounds good.
out.
They're just it's not even that. It's just like
I know,
take
I know.
Hunger Games. Hunger Games, like the films are great, but the books just have that depth
So
that
much
the
better,
films
yeah.
can't touch on.
Okay.
Cool.
So yeah, that's my Jimmy's recommendation is Red Rising.
It's great to hear that the author is not just trying to get like a cash grab out of making this a show or whatever, or
I was thinking
Nah,
that.
I think he's keen to have the story
Do it
that
right.
he's written.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that.
How
So
funny
whenever we
is
get-
the writer of Witcher? I can't remember his name, but he like sold the rights to Witcher for nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
And then now The Witcher is huge and he gets no royalties.
Oh, he would have
Did
done
he-
that ages ago. Though.
yeah, but he
pre-games. Did he sell it before the games?
He sold it to the game makers, I reckon.
So
Yeah, whoever.
So I
What
didn't
are
know
they
it was a
called?
book first.
What's the creators of Witcher?
Project CD Red or whatever it is.
Yeah, Project CD Red.
Yeah.
They sold it to him for fuck all
Tuppence.
tuppence,
Yeah, right.
and they blew it up, and now he
It's
gets
nice
nothing.
reading. Like it was nice reading this week that apparently like Henry Cavill was just like a pain in the side for the people that were adapting the show for
Yeah.
Netflix.
Yep.
Because he's a nerd.
Because he loves the series so much.
Yeah.
And like
I
I
love
think that's
that.
one of the like. Because I know there was lots of talk about Superman, which apparently he's not even doing anymore.
Mhm.
But
Nice.
I think one of the biggest reasons that he walked away from it was this like this is something I love, and you guys are just
Yeah, he hated the direction they were taking it.
and it's nice that like because I think he's king of the nerds.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see that he's not there just for the payout either. Like he's actually interested in turning this thing into what it should be.
And he did
Yeah,
so
there's passion there.
creating that character.
Which character? Which show?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I'm saying
Geralt of
that.
Rivia.
it was good. But who are they going to get to replace him? Wasn't there Liam Hemsworth or something or other?
Yeah.
Hmm.
That'll be interesting. I'm not sure he'll have the gruffness for it.
Hmm.
I mean, it's interesting they've cast him for season 4. Season 3 hasn't even hit us yet, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean, season 2 wasn't everyone's favorite. I'm surprised they're game enough to double down and be like, yep, we're producing the next season after Henry's next season without people even seeing it.
Hmm. Yeah, true.
Oh, well, we'll see. Yeah. Anything else in the book? Oh, for the Jimmy's, that was Jimmy's recommended. Yeah. We might get a harmony soon, I reckon. But without further ado, we'll jump into Wilson's D&D.
Yes, I'm actually excited for this.
Yeah, right. When are you going to?
Yeah, well,
gonna...
pump us up a little bit. Tell us about what's happening.
Okay, my bad.
You're going to give us a history of D&D, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Tell me the differences between 2nd and 3rd edition.
Hell no, I'm a 5e boy. Yeah, I'm not. I'm definitely not the deepest D&D nerd. I've only been playing it for the past.
You're pretty deep D&D.
Like 8 years, maybe. But like the deep lore stuff and like early editions, I got no idea. But anyway, the new D&D Honor Among Thieves trailer is out. The show comes out in. Sorry, the movie comes out in March, late March, 31st.
Oh, that's so close.
Yeah, right. And yeah, a new trailer is out. We're all just quick backstory for those who don't know. Us four played D&D together for a long time. I DM'd us, and then it all got very overwhelming. I moved house, and I haven't DM'd since. So it's been a little while. But
bring it
point
back.
is, we're all part of the same crew, and we have I think David said last week that sort of how we became friends was that initial D&D group bringing us together. So yeah, there's something that's close to our heart. We're gonna have a lot of opinions on this. So yeah, we're gonna try and watch the trailer in here. Those who are watching the podcast on YouTube or the Vodcast, you can actually see it hopefully. But those who are just listening, hopefully just listening is good enough. And we're gonna live react. None of us have watched it, as far as I'm aware. I know I haven't. This
You
will
can
be
put
a
a
bit
link
of
for it in the comments, right?
Yeah, I'll put a link. It's when I edit it and put it up on the VOD. If it hits me with copyright, I'll probably remove it. I just don't want that copyright strike. But
Sure.
yeah, I'll put a link there anyway, and then I'll timestamp it so you guys can see, and then come back to it, obviously. And
That's
those that are
awesome.
listening, we'll put it in the show notes as well, so you guys can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Are we watching it right now?
Yep.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
Oop. I messed up. I said no audio.
Oh gosh.
There we go.
At the end, but he wouldn't apologize.
I would not.
Absolutely not.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
actually.
that looks sick.
Yeah.
I'm mad at myself. Oh,
Why?
Why?
because I don't like watching trailers of stuff that I'm gonna watch anyway. Because it's so many like joke spoilers, and I get upset.
Oh, it's whatever.
Oh, you'll be right. I hope they're not just doing action with a joke every time. Like I hope
It's gonna feel like a Marvel film. That's exactly my worry
Oh,
about
yeah.
this. It's just gonna be another action Marvel hero film, but set in a D&D world. But
I mean, I'm okay with that.
yeah, I'm
It looks
gonna
like
love.
it has a very like Ragnarok vibe. Like they're trying to get that like action, but like humor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It even feels like that. Is that Hugh Grant?
yeah.
It feels like Hugh Grant's character, like from what I've seen in the trailer, seems very similar to what's his name in Ragnarok from Jurassic Park, and
What?
he was the master. The
Oh,
you know who I'm talking about? Jurassic Park.
yes, yeah, the master, like
Which Jurassic Park? New one?
the
Old one?
actor.
I don't know. I'm just
Jeff
thinking.
Goldblum?
Hang on, let me.
I was just thinking Sam Neill.
While he's looking that up, I think that I love seeing all the spells and the
Goldblum.
animals. Jeff
That's what I said.
Goldblum, that's it.
I said Jeff
Oh,
Goldblum.
sorry, I didn't hear you. Yeah, I feel like he has a very similar vibe to that Jeff Goldblum character.
Okay.
Like with that whole like I don't want to see you die, so I'll leave the room sort of thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's what I like am worried about, and that's kind of like it's gonna be just a kind of Marvel-y sort of film sort of thing. Like
It will.
got a lot of the same vibes. I'm keen. I'm still keen.
Yeah, like you said, Damo. So excited to see visual, like movie style, high budget visualizations of the things that I love: the spells, the cities, the beasts and monsters. I love Displacer Beasts. I'm so glad I saw one in that. Damo, are you gonna add to that?
No, I just I really like just that little that scene where they were all fighting at once.
Yeah.
I thought,
Seeing
that
all
is
the
exact,
spells.
and they're all around the mage, right? They're all ganking the
Mhm.
mage, and I thought that's exactly what it's like, you know.
Uh-huh.
Each
Oh,
bit
the Fey
of
wizard as well.
combat.
I'm so glad the bad guys are the Fey. That's so much cooler
Absolutely.
than some evil wizard. That's like an entire evil empire. That's fucking sick. That's like the ultimate.
So it
bad
looks
guy.
like they're sticking to the source material, or they're really making sure
They need
everything
to.
looks right.
Oh, God, they
and-
need to.
Is there a gelatinous cube in that trailer as well?
I might have missed that. Yeah, I didn't see that.
Saw
I
a
mean,
I think it
mimic.
was
Cool.
at the same
Mimic.
part as the Displacer Beast. It looked like there was a big old jelly cube off to the side that they were jumping into.
Oh, I like that less. Jelly cubes are scary because they're usually in like labyrinths and you can't escape because they're like at one end of this fucking hallway.
That
in the
is
middle
what
of an
I'm like.
arena.
I hope they're not just gonna like chuck stuff in for the sake of
Yes.
chucking it in.
For fan service.
Nah, chuck it all in. Give me that fan service. I don't give a fuck. I just want to squeal and be like, it's a thing I know.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna get out of it.
I
It's not
don't
gonna be a good
give
story.
me all of that.
Yeah. Really quick. One of the directors, John Francis Daly. I'm not sure if any of you watched Bones, but he's
Yeah, I
like
love Bones.
Sweets, the weird young intern kid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the directors for this.
Well, Bones
Oh, wow.
capped at the season 2, and then it just became a murder mystery every episode.
Yep.
With a bit of love story, but that's not the point here.
The other director as well is Spider-Man writer. So like, yeah, we are getting a a Marvel film, but that's fine.
That's
Whatever.
okay. It looks like an improvement over
I
the
mean,
old
I
D&D
don't-
films I've seen.
Mhm.
Like, have you seen the
Mhm.
older ones? They were shocking.
Not properly, but
Yeah, you can imagine. It wasn't good.
one of the writers is the director of Renfield. A weird little link to last movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
But yeah,
Are we
I'm
going
wow,
to get a
excited.
joke at some point in the film about someone casting fireball in a room and killing everybody else?
Or like
I feel
thunderclap
like
or something. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of those little like that with at the end you just we saw with the one person in the party just not listening to instructions and
Yeah, and triggering the
stepping
trap.
on the trap. Yeah.
The more of that,
Perfect.
oh,
Mhm.
just breaking that fourth wall between,
Yep.
actually playing at
Player
a
and-
table. Yeah,
But even like just look, it look like I'm generalizing a lot. It looks like you've got that one guy that's like super serious in that thing.
Yep.
And it's like we've played that campaign where someone's character has been that like I'm going full into RP and like I'm gonna be like the paladin, and the rest of us are like, well, we just want to be like trash humans
yeah.
and the
Yep.
worst people, and they're like, oh, this just doesn't mesh.
And then you just killed the paladin and he
We
made
killed him.
he made a
Yeah.
pirate instead.
Yeah.
And I hope that they lean into that side of D&D, that we all play it and there's all different play styles and
Yeah.
that humans
classes
playing
and-
and like, tap into that, not just pure character fantasy. Like, I want there to be that crossover. Looks like they
I
do.
wonder if
need-
that
I needed just a character then that is putting on the most horrible accent that is just not consistent the whole time.
yeah, inconsistent. Like one moment it's Irish, one moment it's like deep Birmingham.
Or like they stop for a second to get their thoughts and it just cuts to an entirely different
Yeah.
one, then they go back to speaking and it's
Oh, that's funny
Uh,
as. Yeah,
yeah.
it looks cool. We should watch it together. I'd be keen.
I'm keen, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
super
that'd be
keen to
fun.
get all that, like all those bits to see all those things. But like at the end of the day, the thing that I love D&D for is the stuff that you're never going to see in a film.
Of course.
It's all the like out of action sort of around a table sort of thing
Mhm. Mhm.
that you just can't capture.
100%.
Oh, but I
Yeah.
think that's what they're trying to capture, a little bit of that, like with the trap
Oh,
triggering thing,
yeah.
like that's a little moment there
That's
of
true. Yeah.
they're breaking that and going like, God damn it, you activated the trap. Like we said not to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Ryman.
And to literally try and
Mm.
point fingers. I was about to say, and point fingers at players. Like that's exactly what they want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryman.
Yeah.
That's why I laughed and clapped, because I'm like, it's Ryman. I knew as soon as they said trap, I'm like, God damn it, it's gonna be someone that walks on the trap or activates it.
Yeah.
Ryman.
Yeah.
I'd be
I do-
keen. I'd be
I
keen
do
to
what I
see
want.
it.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I do want to watch.
let's make it a thing.
hmm
Mm.
Beautiful.
That was exceeded my expectations. And
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
what, Paramount Plus as well? I'm
Okay.
assuming. Well, it says
Oh, is that
Paramount.
not
It said Paramount
it's-
Pictures.
okay?
So I don't know.
It's just going to be a
It'll
theatrical
start in
release,
cinemas.
though, surely.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Who knows? I guess we'll
I
work it out. It
posted
says
a screenshot in our chat.
behind you, Laws, it actually says in theaters, so it'll start in theaters.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So yeah,
Definitely assume that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Screenshot. Oh yeah, gelatinous cube. There it is.
Looks very gelatinous cube-esque.
Yeah. Yeah. I was too busy looking at the Spice the Beast.
yeah. It's a
Looks
lot
cool.
of things. Yeah, all right. Very, very cool. All right, let's go into Damo AI voice bad lip reading.
Bad lip reading.
I just wanted to have a sort of an open discussion about AI in general, because it's absolutely blowing up everywhere.
Mhm.
And I think it's, not to be dramatic, but I think it's really going to change our world very quickly. It already is starting to absolutely
Mm.
mess with the whole artistic world.
Mhm.
Copyright. They're just flailing lawmaking, school, everything, and just so what got me onto this was I watched a video and I linked it. I don't know if you want to play it or not. It's up to you guys.
We'll have a look. So then we're all on board. It's only a minute,
Yeah.
10 seconds.
It's,
So
it's a bit funny.
was it Joe Rogan, Jordan Peterson? I've
Yeah.
seen this one before, but yeah.
Mhm.
Cool. We'll play it. Or you-
Oh, sorry,
Yep.
I thought you were like,
Yeah, we're waiting
"And
for you,
quick."
yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Right.
I'll play it then.
Yep, that's what we're waiting for.
So, Jordan, what's the deal with Super Mario? I mean, the premise is essentially a plumber saving the princess over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, it's a classic story, but let's think about it. Why is Mario always chasing after her? You know, it's not like he's got any real obligation to do it.
Exactly, dude. I mean, what's the deal with that? Why does he feel the need to chase after her all the time?
Well, I think it's a classic hero's journey, you know? Mario's the hero and Peach is the damsel in distress. But, you know, I've been thinking about this a lot lately, and I've come to the conclusion that maybe Mario shouldn't be chasing after her. I mean, as a man, I think it's important to be mindful of our actions and how they impact others, especially when it comes to women. Chasing after someone who's not interested is not okay, and I don't think it's okay in video games either.
I mean, what about the idea that Princess Peach is actually a powerful character in her own right and doesn't actually need rescuing?
Yeah, that's a step in the right direction, but it still doesn't change the fact that Mario is pursuing her without her consent. You know, in real life, that's not okay, and I don't think it's okay in a bloody video game either. And, you know, maybe it's time for Mario to find a new quest and leave Princess Peach to her own adventures, and just maybe Super Mario needs to get his act together and clean his bloody game.
Yep.
So yeah, I watched that and I thought, God, that's uncanny. And you know, like regardless of your opinions of Joe Rogan, Jordan Peterson, etc. I've listened to a lot of Joe Rogan in my time, and I thought, God, I barely tell the difference. Obviously, like as you could pick up a little bit, but you know, and in both voices, you're like, oh, it's not quite right. But you know, imagine someone who doesn't listen to them, doesn't know who they are. They picks up all of their mannerisms.
I don't.
Yeah, same Jimmy.
Like, I know Joe Rogan and I know his voice, and to be honest, I thought the bits that his voice were playing were like, I honestly could not tell that wasn't just him. The other guy who I don't know at all, that sounded a little bit more like it kind of went up and down and like mid-sentence sometimes, and it's like, okay, I can like this. But if I didn't know what I was listening to, if you just gave me that audio and with no premise, just to be like, oh, here's a funny thing someone said about Mario, I would have had no idea.
Yeah.
And that's
100%.
a little bit terrifying.
Like the consequences of that
exactly
are incredible.
I listen to Joe Rogan and Jordan Peterson a lot, and there are differences. Like, there's not a heap of enthusiasm in their voice like they normally do. Like Joe Rogan's quite animated, and Jordan Peterson's like at the end of his sentence, he's always trying to get that point across. So it's always that little bit more enthusiastic, where it doesn't quite get that in that clip. So unless you do know the people quite well, you don't have to tell. But like, if that was presented in a court of law and like the jury and stuff don't know them, like there's no easy way to like be able to tell what's the difference.
I think there are pretty easy ways to detect it. When we go as high as a court of law, I think there are AI detectors. There's experts that you can check things, but what I heard someone say, with all the AI, with all the, like, you know, the deep fakes with the images, they can get the face swaps and the art and the chat GPT, all this technology right now, it's pretty incredible. It's the worst that it will ever be. You know, like right now is the worst it will ever be. It's only going to grow and grow and grow at incredible rates. So
we're using oh, sorry.
No, you go.
Sure. In Ryan and I watched a movie called Fall, and in that they had originally had a different classification, and they're going to have the F word in it more often. But then once they had to change the classification, they had to remove them saying fuck. So they changed it to friggin', and instead of refilming because the set was complex, they used AI to remap her mouth to words. And then because of that, they were like, well, we'll also use the same AI to remap her lips for the entire movie for different languages. So that film came out in, I think, 5 or 6 different languages, and every single language, the mouth matched what they were actually saying in that language.
I wish I did that with Physical 100, because the two voice actors.
Yeah, well, it's going to come. It's going to come. It's the same with all those. Like, now that Netflix, like, you look at Netflix, how much exposure we're getting to international cinema. So many movies and shows are being dubbed or put out on sub, and people are consuming, like, you know, Squid Game was massive, if Squid Game came out when we were in high school, no one would have watched it because no one wanted to watch, international stuff. We just weren't exposed to it. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be so fucking insane.
And that's a really positive direction,
Yes.
right? So that's great. It's more access for everyone. That's like, yay, cool. Let's get that technology going. And then I get worried about things like Reimann, you mentioned the court of law, right? But take a step back from court of law. How our media works is you can release a statement, right? This famous person said this. And it can be misinformation. It can be wrongly quoted. It can be put out of context. If you can take somebody's face, voice, and generate something like we just watched, and it's something scandalous or maybe even just like a little bit problematic or whatever, right? People grab that, they run and they run away with it. And it happens now with articles. And then when it gets fact checked and, the information gets, hey, this is wrong, that same news website will release their little, sorry, we had got this part wrong. But that has 2% of the views compared to,
damage has been done.
Yeah, right. So when does that start happening? When do people start making these deep fakes, AI, face, voice, big websites, put it out there, and then they go, 2 weeks later, sorry, this turns out to be, this was a false thing, and it's 2% of the views, and the layman just thinks whatever. Yeah, I just think that's terrifying.
Yeah, it's fucked. It's really, really wild.
And what do you think of, we're all in the education sphere, or at least Jimmy used to be, but you're the IT guy, so you know all about it.
That's fair.
Like things like Chat GPT in schools. What do you think?
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Because I've always taught my students how to write for the target. And it's not so much, this is not the right mentality, but it's not so much about you having to learn the entire process and know it from top to bottom. It's just write it in a way that you need to write it, stick to the achievement standards, right? Is this just another method of writing? But it's doing all of it for you. There's no learning happening.
You don't have to give it a lot. I was talking to Cox about it because I was playing with it at work last week. And I asked it to write me a 1,500-word essay on the critical analysis of the film Space Jam. That is okay. That is all I gave it. And it has generated me a 1,500-word analysis. I've got it up here. And I was talking to Cox about it, and she's like, sometimes you just know, what your students are capable of writing, and if you get something that's over polished, and I'm like, the thing is, it's written it. It hasn't written it well. It uses that one, its critical analysis of Space Jam is that it's a racist, sexist, violent film.
I mean, if you can argue that well enough, then sure, I'll agree.
I'll read a paragraph for you, and I'll send it through to anybody that wants to look at it after. One of the most significant elements of the film that has been criticized is the representation of race. The film features Michael Jordan, who was at the time one of the most famous and successful athletes in the world. Despite his status, however, the film portrays Jordan as being a passive and subservient figure who is in need of the help of the Looney Tunes characters to save his career. The portrayal of Jordan as a passive and subservient figure is often seen as being racially insensitive, as it perpetrates harmful stereotypes about African Americans. Furthermore, the film features a predominantly white supporting cast, which some critics argue reinforces the notion of white superiority and reinforces racial hierarchies.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God.
Right. Okay.
You know what? I agree. Fuck Space Jam.
Cancel Space Jam.
Yeah,
but when I was saying, it doesn't write super well, it does things where it's it'll go, it portrays him as a subservient figure, starts the next sentence with the same thing, and there's when it's talking about violence later and how it's lighthearted, but that's not because they're hitting each other with clubs and whatnot, like Looney Tunes style. It uses the word violence 3 times in one sentence.
That sounds like a high school
that's what I mean.
essay, though.
That's what I'm saying. This isn't. That's what I was trying to say to Cox. This isn't producing a polished piece of work. This is a flawed, like very easily like, oh yeah, this could be somebody.
And you can take that paragraph and then tell it, okay, now I want you to dumb it down a bit, or I want you to add a few spelling mistakes every now and then. Or I want you to polish this now. Like, take it, cool, thank you. Now get rid of some of the violence stuff. Like, make it less about that.
Yeah, remove the big words or whatever.
We started then going like, the next thing I gave it was, I worked with a guy named Luke. It was just the two of us in the office on Friday. I said, write a 2-person comedy script about 2 engineers and a managed service provider named Luke and James. All I gave it.
Yeah.
Produces a whole thing. All you have to write then as the next thing is next episode. Does a whole nother thing. I can say,
wow. And it's instant.
Do another one, add a third character, this person. And it's like, it's just keeps firing them out. You watch it, type it in like as it's going. Like, it's crazy.
It's pretty cool.
I just don't know, how good would this be for, because so often in film, kids get so stressed about the right idea and writing the right script and stuff. And it's not about story writing, it's about the filming part. You do story writing in English. This would be really cool to like, okay, give me a 3-minute short film, a thriller story with a script. And then boom, you can go film that. That's
so true.
That's possible, and that's really cool.
That bogs down the whole process. It's like, I don't care about the story. I just want I want to see film techniques, and so just give them a generated. So that's what I was saying. I was having an argument with, I think it was my mum. Like, is it our responsibility to teach young people how to, adapt to the world?
Yes.
So why would we not show them how to effectively use this program?
That's my argument with phones as well, though.
In life, right? Is it a skill to, because ChatGPT is not perfect. You can break it. You can do really amazing things with it, but it's a skill to get it. Like, the more complex your inputs, you can get way more deep, right? So
it's like Google searching. There's a way of doing it right.
Yeah.
ChatGPT is now writing our my F1 E-League race summaries. Like, someone goes in and gives it a few things, and then he posts out a summary of the race to everyone. Because you only need to give it a few like highlights of what happens. It'll fill the rest in for you.
That's pretty cool. I've used it for like video SEOs and stuff. Like, it's pretty good, and it's always like real good and on point for the SEOs of videos or like video ideas.
What's an SEO?
It's like searchable engine, whatever it is. Can't remember off the top of my head.
Search engine optimization.
That's the one. But it allows like,
so it's like tags.
It's like the
keywords,
search keywords. Yeah. So you try and have as many in there.
Microsoft have bought ChatGPT.
That's what I wanted to talk about.
It's being integrated into Bing.
Teams. And Bing. Shit.
In Bing. So the idea is that not that anyone, like, I don't know anyone that's Bing is their search engine of choice.
Right.
But the idea is that it's going to use that AI to look at what you're actually searching for, and rather than just trying to hit keywords, it's going to try and get you better search results.
Yeah, I mean, it filters through the crap. Like, Google is great, but there's a lot of crap there and a lot of ads there, and you've still got to go searching through stuff, and that's a shit article, that's a good article. But if an AI can do that for you instantly and integrate it into something as easy as a search engine, crazy.
Can it, for writing essays, can it reference? Like, if you're making all ththese statements, can you be like, I need you to reference where you're getting the material from?
I imagine so, yeah. You can tell it to bring if you say, can I have it referenced in Harvard style? I don't know 100% if the references are exactly accurate. But
because, it's making statements about racism in Space Jam, and that several critics have said this. It would be awesome to, because as a teacher, if a student had written that, I'd be like, well, where's your reference?
Sure.
But nothing saying you can't do it. That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
But like, that's your world. For my world, I can ask this thing to write me like PowerShell script. I can ask it to write me script in C#. Like,
insane.
It can just, like, there was a bunch of like TikToks I saw about like new coders going for a job, like, oh, how did you develop the code that we wanted for the entry application thing? You just put it in Chat GPT sort of thing. Like, you tell it what you want to achieve, it writes it in the language it needs to. Like, I haven't tried it, I just tried it then, and sure enough, it's given me like a basic enough PowerShell script.
And again,
Yeah,
this
insane.
is the worst the technology will be.
Yeah. So that's not going to go away. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder. I don't wonder. Sorry. I also read that. I think I even raised this to you guys in chat that it's being or it already has been integrated into Teams in a way that, like Microsoft Teams, where you'll be having a meeting and it'll say like, "Hey, we'll catch up again at 5 p.m. on Monday," and it'll put into everyone's calendar 5 p.m. Monday meeting, and it'll name the meeting based on what you said. It records like all the entire dialogue comes out as like a script what everyone said, and you can go back and ask it, what did Steve say? What did Steve say about what needs to be in the conclusion for Article A or whatever? And it will be like, Steve said this.
Or can you develop a meeting, a minutes for me?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's automatically doing minutes in a very searchable and automatic way. Like, yeah, it's automatic.
That's crazy.
It's pretty fucking wild. Yeah.
That's cool.
What about the art?
Yeah, dude. AI art's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, what happens to artists and digital artists? And I know it's not perfect again, but
there's a massive push in the tattoo community to
right,
almost ban it, because tattoo artists are like, anyone can go online now and create a tattoo design.
yeah.
Like it's taking like
yes. I want to do that.
Yes, exactly.
Great idea. Yeah, print it off. Here you go. Do that for me.
Yeah, that's because part of the problem, part of not the problem, but part of the being an artist is you got to create the art that you're going to put on their skin. But now people are walking in like, I'll create this online. I want this on my arm.
Yeah, because like you used to have to make like you get your ideas and you screenshot them. You get paint out and you're like, all right, I'll fucking mash these two and then go, hey, this is my kind of shitty idea. Can you turn it into a good idea?
But now you can just type a bunch of search terms in and make 1,000 good ideas in half an hour.
It takes away the artist from the tattoo artist, and you're just a tattoo machine.
Or could you come up with a good Southern Cross tattoo?
It's big end.
Ask that.
I want to see if it can.
Error.
Good Southern Cross tattoo.
Yeah.
No. Not doable.
Just says soz nah. Nah, mate.
Like, we knew how revolutionary Google was and how quickly that boomed up. Who's to say we might be... Oh, can you Bing that? I'll just give that a Bing.
There's no... surely Bing can't take over.
It's one of those things, so like, how do you ban something like that? Like, let's go. And like, how do you do that? Because like my tattoo consultations, like, immediately we sit down and like start Googling stuff and we're pulling things. So it's not like everything is coming from an original source. It's like, I understand, and I'm not trying to discount the work that they do, but like, at what level do you go, okay, well, like, you can't, if you want to ban this sort of thing, then you can't be using anything for reference, like, because it's essentially it's a very similar sort of thing.
It is. It's just a different way of presenting references.
You've drawn it and you've done all it, but like, I gave you what I wanted to start with, and you've adapted it off somebody else's work or photography sort of thing. Like, where does the
any different?
Where does the line stop?
Yeah, like what happens to graphic artists? That how many times you meant to pay a graphic artist to let's come up with a Nerd It Here First logo for all of us, and then Jimmy spends, I don't know how long it takes you to do that stuff, but you develop those pictures of all of us, and it was great. And we would normally have to pay, I don't know how much for it, but it's done instantly. Crazy.
It's
not just like, but because lots of people at the moment are talking about like creators and like graphic artists and writers and stuff, but it goes way beyond that. It's like like that's creative for sort of element stuff, but like you got to think about things that are much more formulaic. Like, why are we going to be paying anyone to be doing any form of accounting in the next like 20 years? Like, this stuff can look at, like, it can read all that stuff and apply all the bits and pieces to it now, and like that's not
Yep.
something that like requires that like that creative input. Like there are pretty black and white rules to it.
Yeah.
And like the barrier there used to be like, well, you have to write a program that can like follow all the rules, but you don't have to do that now. You just need to give it the rules and let it interpret how it has to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Let it go a few iterations, and then there's another workforce that's out. Like,
yeah, no shit.
Like
No
all
shit.
these like I'm thinking in my industry, like we have people that like draw up like solutions for people and then try to sell it. But it's like, well, why not just, if the AI has access to, if the customer just says this is what we want to achieve, the AI can go, well, these are the products that you can use. Here's the configuration. Here it is. And at that point, the only people that you really need is the people to actually physically put, machines in
Oh,
shelves,
right.
and then be done with it.
Yeah. Yeah, legit.
But so much of like my workforce stuff is getting automated where it can. So it's like it's just opens it up for every workforce, like everything to go. There's like apparently AI music creation stuff now. I saw that online. It's apparently it's a lot slower than all these other things that you're just typing in and it's giving it straight back to you. I've read some of these things can take like 5 to 6 hours, but it's giving you back music. And it's like, well, that's
I heard
crazy.
Triple J did an AI music. I think it was Triple J, or they might have just had the winner on, but there was a competition where all the music at this competition had to be AI generated.
Wow.
Yeah, it's happening.
And it's just the nature of the beast is it develops so quickly at like an exponential rate.
Oh, absolutely right. That's Tech in general. Hey.
Yeah. That's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
And then robots take over and they kill us all.
Skynet. Yep.
Skynet.
Yeah. Yep. Terminator was on to something.
Oh. It's true though.
It is.
I was thinking about Her. Who's seen Her here?
No.
No.
Maybe.
Oh, okay. I highly recommend it. It's a Joaquin Phoenix future. It's basically a guy gets an AI for his house, and it's like Scarlett Johansson's voice. And they interact and they start hanging out, and then romance starts, and they have a relationship with an AI. Like there's no physical body.
Yeah, wait till they start putting AI voices in those like anime pillows.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. So there's the idea of when currently there's still people alive who don't think that people should be able to have relationships across multiple races. When we're all grown up, there are going to be people who, like our age, who are going to be people shouldn't be dating AIs. AIs aren't real people. It's going to be a fucking thing.
Unnatural to have a relationship like that with a fridge.
Yeah, exactly. That's going to be
But right, when you can create something that's real close, who's like, to say that you can't?
Yeah.
Oh, and then they got a family of AI, and
yeah, it hurts my head.
I know. It's going to happen in our lifetime.
It actually is.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Oh,
we've talked a lot.
Yeah. That's too much thought-provoking stuff for me on a Sunday morning.
I love thinking about that sort of stuff, though.
Right.
I know, it's good.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. But yeah, I guess everyone's going to start making their own AI and start copying it. Will they ever have like an AI battle to see who can overtake each other? Because I know Google...
How long till it? Do you think it's going to stay free for like a while until it's integrated into all of our lives and then bam, monetize? Or
I mean, only a subset of it is free.
Yeah.
Like already, if you're looking at like DALL-E, which is OpenAI, some of the art stuff, you get a certain amount of free prompts a month, and then you've got to pay for it. Chat GPT, I'm looking at it now, it's like the free version tells you have it's available to you when demand is low.
Right.
Okay.
You have to pay if you want to
How much is
faster
it?
response. It's $20 a month. Like, it's not cheap.
Still affordable though.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to the day it's
Netflix
$1,000
is
a
that,
month and
right?
only companies can afford
That's
it.
true.
Yeah.
All those AI like face avatar stuff that I was looking at last month or so, not free.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you want us to pay you for the
not expensive, but some of these apps, and like I was using a lot of their free trials. Some of these apps were then trying to jump up to like $15 a week to use.
Wow.
Gosh. Yeah. Okay.
and that doesn't include the avatar stuff. Like, so that's like, I was using the app, I was paying a couple of bucks to generate 100 images, sort of thing.
Mhm.
But like they want you to pay just for the art generation stuff.
Right.
And it comes down to like I don't know if any of you guys watch or are aware of Corridor Digital on YouTube. There are
Corridor Crew, like the
Corridor Crew. That's one
same?
of their
Yeah, cool,
channels.
sure.
But yeah, so they've done lots of videos on deep fake stuff and
Yep.
AI stuff. And at the moment, the real barrier for it is it just requires a fuckload of computing power.
Mhm.
Right.
If you want to run it yourself, like, the chances are it's either going to take you months to run tiny bits, or you're just not going to be able to do it. Because they're running deep fake stuff and this audio stuff and like the art generation stuff on like actual people. They're running it on like multiple of their like high build rendering systems, and it's still taking like multiple days to get anything out of. So
Insane.
that's where the barrier of dollars are coming at the moment. That's why things aren't free, because of the resources it takes. But that is all going to come down over time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely will.
Jimmy, step away from the light.
Yeah. So as the sun comes
Same
through
here,
my
yeah.
window.
Yeah.
Cool. That's some thought provoking topics
sure.
there. Put that what you think down in the comments, what you enjoyed, all that stuff.
Please, yeah.
And as usual, if you guys know anyone at Under Armour and get them to sponsor outside of US, you just let them know that we've got a crew here that love it. And if you want to make their day better, tell your friends, tell them all, make their day better, make the day worse, tell them all. And you can catch me live on Twitch every Tuesday and Thursday, 7:45 Australian Central Standard Time. But you can also catch Jimmy here. Hey. I'm not sure if he's got a set schedule or not yet, but you can catch him on Twitch as well.
I'll keep doing the late show after you on a Thursday at the moment. We'll see how that goes.
All right, cool,
Yeah, but anyone watching on YouTube, drop us a comment. Tell us your thoughts. If you're on Spotify, leave us a review, because it will help us get out to other people.
A good
help us
review.
grow.
Yeah.
Well,
you want to leave a bad review?
Stars.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, just keep scrolling.
Yeah, it's a star rating. If you think we're worth 5 stars, chuck us a 5-star review. If you don't think we're worth 5 stars, maybe just leave it.
Maybe just leave it. Just keep your opinions to yourself.
Yeah, 5-star reviews. And you know what we do? Damien's going to sing us out. Go. The
Good night. Oh, the what? Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. It's been Jimmy and Jay and Lawson and Damo. You nerd it here first.
Not bad. Bye. Love yous.